So I am going to share my screen and go through a little bit of a PowerPoint just to give you guys a visual because I'm a visual person. I think this is the right screen. Okay, can everybody see that? Okay. Let's see if I can play it. Here we go. Okay, so basically, I'm not going to take a ton of your time up, but I just want to go over like the main things that coaching is about. So we're going to go over what is a Beachbody coach, what is the requirement, how do we get paid, how do you build a team, and then common things that hold people back. So is it a pyramid scheme? Do you need a transformation? What about if you don't have a large network? And what about being salesy? Like, you have to be a salesperson. So I'm going to go over all of those things. And at the end, if you guys have any questions, I'm going to stay on and answer any questions that you have. So I'm an open book. Feel free to ask whatever it is that you want to ask. So I started my journey actually before I became a coach. So I had my third daughter, in March of 2014. I had a C-section, so I had to wait 6 weeks before I was allowed to even consider doing anything. I actually wasn't able to do anything until April, almost May, and I decided to be a hero and picked up Insanity off of my shelf. And I had gotten it from a friend, I think, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll do this. And I started and quit more times than I can count in the span of like 3 or 4 months. I never stuck with it. I would do, 3 days in a row, and then I'd be like, oh, I did so great. And then I would quit. And then I would do it again 2 weeks later, and then I would quit. And then I remember at the end of August of 2014, I was just ready for a change. I was suffering from postpartum depression. I've had an anxiety disorder for most of my life. And my oldest daughter, was starting kindergarten. And I was kind of at that point in my life where I felt like I didn't even want to talk to the other moms because I was so self-conscious, because I was so like not in my own skin. And you can kind of see that in my before picture. I literally was like the unhappiest person that I've ever come across, to be honest. And so I started looking into all kinds of things. We actually built a home gym. I got a treadmill and I got an elliptical, and we got all kinds of weights, and I started doing all this stuff. And again, I started and quit more times than I can count in 30 days. So come the end of September, I was ready for a change. I was ready for, a permanent change. And I started Googling and looking for, an option. And I came across the 21-day fix. And when I came across it, I also came across this like coaching thing. And I was like, I don't understand what a coach is. I don't understand what they do. I just don't get it. But it is telling me that I should probably have one. And let me tell you the difference that having a coach makes. So I started 21 Day Fix in October of 2014, and 21 Day Fix is based around 21 days. So I lost 15 pounds in 21 days, and I was hooked. I continued from October through, I don't even remember, probably until the end of January. But at the end of December of 2014, I was actually able to get off of my postpartum depression meds, and I was able to stop my anxiety meds for the first time in a very long time. So I kind of had this power within myself. And I felt like, you know what, like there are so many women, so many people that feel stuck, that feel like their life is over, that feel like my before picture. And it was, turning over the year, and I was like, you know what, I need to start 2015 differently, and I need to pay this forward. I need to help other women feel this kind of strength. So I reached out to my coach, and I was like, I just, I want to know like how you do this. What do I do? And how can I do it too? And all she said was, do what you're doing. So I did that. and I became a coach in January of 2015. So I have never looked back. It has been the best decision that I've ever made. And at the time, I was broke. Like, I'm talking, my husband was laid off. I joined as a coach when I was finishing up my undergraduate degree. I have 3 children, so I had 3 children a year ago, and we literally had no money. I maxed out a credit card, and I just knew that I had to do this. And I would pay 3 times the amount to, buy a program and become a coach as I did, knowing what it's done for my life now. So I am a mom of 3. I've been married for going on almost 4 years. And yes, I am like almost $80,000 in student debt. So that is my story. I've been able to stay home with my kids, doing what I do now. I've been able to put aside, all of these hesitations that I had coming out of school, because when you come out of university, you go and you get a job, and I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to have to leave my girls. It would have been the first time that I ever would have had to leave them, and that just wasn't in my plan. It wasn't the thing that was in my head, and I wasn't ready to do it. So I did everything in my power to make sure that that didn't happen. And now I get to do this every single day and help share it with you guys. So our team is the Mana Dynasty. Basically, I came up with the name the Mana Dynasty for the exact reason that's written on your screen. So I'll just read it quickly for you guys. Mana translates to mean power, but the native Hawaiian concept of power doesn't equate to material possessions or what floor your office is on. Mana is a life energy that flows through all things and is highly individual. You have a chance to gain or lose mana in everything you do. In Fundamentals of Hawaiian Mysticism, Charlotte Burney explains that having meaningful work to do, enjoying harmonious relationships with those around you, and being of service in some way all help to gather mana. And that really encompasses everything that we do as coaches and as a team. And we are just a group of women that become friends, and we meet literally every Wednesday, every other Wednesday, just like we are right now, and we chat and we laugh and we lose track of time, and we talk about coaching and we talk about life and we talk about our kids and our husbands, and we all just want to help each other. And that's what our team is about. We come from a few other teams. The Shine Dynasty is number 2 in the company, and the Bombshell Dynasty is number 5 in the company. So there are, incredible leaders surrounding our team, incredible trainings, and the possibilities in this company are endless. But it's the friendships and the women that you're surrounded by that actually make this worthwhile. This is a photo actually that I just added because I think it's hilarious, and it really encompasses all that our team is. Recently, I had the opportunity to go to Florida to hang out with all of these women and just be immersed in the love and the support and the trainings and the laughs and everything that is coaching. And this picture, if nothing else, just says friendship. And if you take nothing else from any of this webinar, take away that we are really just a bunch of women that have come together as friends to help each other. So what are your options when you're looking at life? Okay, I'm not just talking, your options in coaching. I'm talking your options in actual life. So you can just go and get your post-secondary degree, and as you all saw, I did that and have a large chunk of tuition that I have to pay back. So over a 4-year span in Canada, you're looking at about $23,000 in debt or in tuition that you have to pay out. And there are no guarantees when you do that. You don't get out of university and you're not guaranteed a job. You're not guaranteed a full-time income. You're guaranteed nothing. You just do it because that is, how life is set up. And then you go and, okay, so now you have an hourly job. Again, not guaranteed. You can be laid off at any moment in time. And okay, so you're making about $49,000 a year with about 10 vacation days. and that's it. You are answering to somebody, a 9 to 5, you're going and you're clocking in and clocking out, and it kind of ends there. And then you look at, okay, to start a franchise, the average franchise, and I'm talking like, McDonald's, Starbucks, your average franchise just to start is about $23,000. And that's not talking, the other costs that go into it yearly and monthly and daily that people have to put out. And you're only going to come out of it with an average earning of about $66,000. So when you really look at the grand scheme of things, you have wide options. But again, there's always some kind of ceiling. There's always some kind of, limitation, especially if you have, big dreams and big goals. You might not have $23,000 to work for yourself and open up a franchise. So now let's talk risk versus benefits of becoming a coach. So with a franchise, you're looking, at investing $10,000 to $100,000. And oftentimes, and I know particular people who have done this, having to take out extra loans or mortgage your home in order to actually fulfill this dream of owning your own business. But with coaching, you are paying $39.95 and then $15.95 a month after that. And if you decide to you decide to get a program, that $40 is waived. You're not paying that, and you're just investing in yourself. So, $40 to even $10,000 at minimum, that's a really big difference to own essentially your own franchise. A benefit to owning a franchise, so you're buying into an established and successful brand. So Tim Hortons and Subway and Pita Pit, you know that they're successful. You know that they can get somewhere. But you're also, with coaching, buying into a successful brand. But it's something that you get to brand yourself. So you're buying into P90X and Insanity and Shakeology and 21 Day Fix and all of those things that Beachbody pays millions of dollars to market, to put in infomercials and commercials and billboards, and they do all of this stuff that you're not paying out of pocket for. They are. So, with a franchise, you have a lot of money invested. And unfortunately, when you have a lot of money invested opposed to not having a lot of money invested, sometimes you can view coaching as kind of a hobby. And then people join as a coach and they're like, yeah, but I didn't make a lot of money. But more often than not, it's not the money that was the issue. It's the way that you looked at it. So for me investing $40 into this, coaching thing, it's not just me investing $40. It's me investing in something that can be a 6-figure income, that can be, the chance for my husband to not have to leave every morning and go to work. And if I treat it like a 6-figure business, even with a $40 investment, it will turn into a 6-figure business. And that's where things can people can sway more towards wanting to, look at a franchise than look at coaching, because when you have your house on the line, you're going to work hard, and you're going to make sure that you earn enough money to make sure that you don't lose your house because it's on the line. But $40, what are you going to lose if you put out $40? Well, what are you going to gain if you put in all of that effort and all of that time and you really wanted to be your best and put your best effort forward? Your potential is limitless. There is no cap, there is no glass ceiling, there is nothing. There is room for every single person at the top when it comes to coaching. So this is where I think it's kind of cool, because with a franchise, you are, limited to how you can market yourself. So you have guidelines set out by corporate that tell you what you can talk about, how you can put up signs, how you can, make your store look. But with coaching, you are your brand. Your story matters, and your story is what is going to connect with somebody else, and your story is what's going to help somebody else. Your story is where we start. Your story is the thing that you're going to brand. You're branding yourself. there are no guidelines. There is nothing stopping you from talking about your successes and your failures and your ups and your downs and everything that makes you you. I mean, the biggest things that make me me are like the dorkiest things on the planet, but they're what make me me. So I get to talk about them and I get to share them, and that's okay. And that's what makes this thing so cool, because you don't have to fit a certain, cookie cutter mold. You get to be yourself, and that's pretty darn cool. So as a coach, people see coaches post, during the day, and they're like, okay, but like for real, what do you do? Like, what is your job? What do you do behind the computer? So let me tell you. Basically, if I had to sum it up, and every time somebody asks me, like, what do you do all day? I really don't have an answer, because it kind of comes down to, I help people find their strength. I help people find their potential. I help people see what they're capable of. That's what my day is. Now, that happens through supporting people. That happens through me sharing my story, because somebody's going to connect with my story out there that's not going to connect with somebody else's. And as a coach, I'm there to work on myself and share that with other people. And I'm there to, help my friends and family. And the biggest thing that I really can take away from what coaches do is we work on our inner selves. So we're not just interested in, losing weight or gaining muscle or, completing some fitness program. We're interested in really getting down to the nitty gritty. Like for me, getting over my postpartum depression, and for me, getting over and dealing with my anxiety disorder. Those things take time, and those things aren't just going to be something that I can, exercise away. There's something that I can, go through personal development and listen to seminars and listen to audiobooks and read and really invest my time. And this is all happening simply by sharing my story and being present in the lives of others. So we really just help people see that we're no different, and that while we're working on our journey, we're there to be in the corner of others as they work on their journey, which I think is my favorite part, mostly because I have had such a big journey and I have had such a large transformation in all aspects of my life that I really enjoy giving that to other people. I really like my, challenge groups and running those supports online, because that's where my heart is, because that's what changed my life. And for everybody, it's different. So I'm trying to think of, I can't remember what movie, but I watched a movie when I was in grade school, and it was all about paying it forward. And, everything, it's kind of like the ripple effect. When you start working on yourself, and I've had this happen in my life without me saying anything to anybody or talking to people, you're going to start to inspire other people, and they're going to look up to you, and they're going to see that, wow, like you can do it. And, you have kids, or you have a full-time job, or, whatever it is that's your story. Somebody's going to see something incredible in it. And then they're going to be like, wow, I could do that too. And then they're going to do that. And then they, their friends and family are going to be like, wow, like you're changing your life. And then they're going to start to want to do that. So it all starts from one person making the decision to take care of themselves. And then all of a sudden you see more people smiling, and more people laughing, and more people having fun, and people getting healthier, and people enjoying this support that they have together. All because one person decided to say yes. All because one person decided that they were ready to help. And that to me is, the root of this business. We talk about all the time on calls and things with the CEO about how in North America, obesity is an issue, and health related issues because of obesity or because of the poor eating habits. It's a problem. And without somebody taking that initiative, it's never going to change. And for me, I look at my kids, and I was like 100 pounds overweight. So if I continued down that road and I continued being depressed and being unhealthy, I was just going to pass all of those things on to my kids. And I didn't want that. I didn't want them to feel like that. So I made the choice to change, and I've been able to inspire other people to do the exact same thing. And then they've been able to inspire their friends and family, because we all don't have the same friends and family. We all don't have the same market. We all don't have the same group of people that are going to be attracted to us. So I can't help the same people that, the other women on my team can help. And it would be selfish of me to, take that from those people. So instead, I get to inspire the people on my team and the people that I'm helping, so that they can go out and do that exact same thing to the people that I just can't reach. And there are far too many people in this world for just one person to be able to help them. But I can be part of that change. I can be part of that ripple effect. So, okay, the biggest question all the time, and it is my favorite question of all, is it a pyramid scheme? And no, pyramid schemes are illegal, first and foremost, and Beachbody is a billion-dollar company. It is actually on the Best Business Bureau, and it's listed in there as, a non-pyramid schemed business, because if it was, it would be shut down. But people look at a pyramid scheme, and anything that they think is shaped like a pyramid is, a no-no. It's something that they should run from and something that they're afraid of. But the picture in front of you is a pyramid, and it's probably where most people, the majority of people, spend their entire day. And that is, to me, in a pyramid scheme. So there's only one CEO in every company. Maybe two, mostly one. So then you have your vice president, and then you have upper management where there's a couple more people. And then on the bottom, that's where all your people are. And it's very unlikely that the people on the bottom, all those hundreds of people on the bottom, are ever going to be able to make it to that very tip-top point at the top of the business, on the top of the pyramid. Why? Because there's only one spot. So in coaching, one, there is room for, you might as well flip it, because there can be hundreds of people at the top. And two, a pyramid scheme, there's actually no transfer of product. So when in a pyramid scheme, the whole point is for, let's say I was in a pyramid scheme, it would be me getting paid to sign 3 people up. And then those people would be paid to sign 3 more people up. And then those people would be paid to sign other people up. But there's actually no product. There's just people paying money and continually paying money and continually paying money, and they're getting nothing for it. And there's no transfer of anything. And they're just literally like, here, take my money. And in coaching, that $40 that I had mentioned earlier goes to no one. It goes to Beachbody. It doesn't go to me. It doesn't go to the person that invited you. Nobody gets paid for you becoming a coach for that exact reason, because it's not a pyramid scheme. You're getting a product. You're getting a life-changing product. You're getting a fitness program. You're getting a meal plan. You're getting a coach. You're getting all these trainings. You're getting all of this stuff, this life-changing opportunity. And the person that is helping you isn't paid to have you join as a coach. So the other cool thing is when, you get into coaches and, you build a team underneath you, your coach above you doesn't do well in their business unless they're helping you succeed, unless the people below them are actually succeeding. And that is where this is so different, because the people in a pyramid scheme don't give a crap about the people below them. They just want more and more people because they make more and more money that way. I want to invest my time in making sure that whatever goal you have, whatever life-changing thing you want to happen because of this opportunity, that it happens. I'm here to offer you that training. I'm here to help you, through the ups and downs. I'm here to give you whatever it is that you need so that you can succeed, so that your life can change just the same way that mine has. And I wouldn't be a good leader. I wouldn't be a good coach if I didn't do that. So absolutely no way is Beachbody a pyramid scheme. If it was, I would not be sitting here talking to you about it. Now, this is another awesome objection that's often said. Do I have to be a salesperson? What if I don't like to sell? Well, you don't have to sell. I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm not here to, tell you to buy a car. I'm not here to badger you. I'm not, one of those people that's like at the Brick or Leon's, which I hate going to, who is going to try to shove a sale down your throat. That's not what I'm here for. What I'm here for is to offer you a solution to whatever it is that's drawn you to this opportunity. So if for me, it was I needed to lose weight and I needed, an income source, and I wanted to be able to stay home with my kids. And those are things that this opportunity has given me. It's given me a whole new life. And I wouldn't have that without this. So I'm here providing an opportunity just the same way that you would be doing to others. So, for example, the top 10 New Year's resolutions every single year are the list in front of you: to stop smoking, to exercise, to lose weight, to enjoy life, quit drinking, organize stuff, learn something new, get out of debt, spend more time with family, and help people. Probably 8 out of 10 of those things Beachbody is able to do. Exercise, lose weight, enjoy life. I got to go to Florida just because I'm a coach. I am, enjoying other aspects of my life, like not having to work weekends and being able to go out with my kids and being able to plan trips for my own coaches and being able to do all of these things just because of this opportunity. Learn something new. Well, every time that I try a new product, or every time that I do a call, or I do, a new project of behind the scenes for my coaches, I'm constantly learning. Get out of debt. That's a no-brainer. This could be a 6-figure business in as little as 2 to 3 years if you put in the work. So for me, I have money that I need to pay off because I went to school, and this is going to help me do that. Spend more time with family. I wouldn't be here with my kids every single day all week long if it wasn't for this opportunity, because now I get to work wherever I am, no matter what, and I get to spend time with my kids. I'm not obligated to leave them a 9-to-5 shift every day. I'm not obligated to answer to somebody else or submit things to other people. I just get to work when it suits me. So I work at nap time, and I work before they wake up, and I work, right now when they're in bed. I work around my schedule so I can spend more time with them and help people. Well, I do that every day. And that's, the bread and butter of this business is helping people. So you're not selling anything to anybody ever. You're really just creating relationships with people and friendships, and being able to be there, be that person that maybe that somebody else needs. Maybe somebody else needs you in their corner, and you get to be that person, and you get to offer them a solution, and you get to offer them a way to deal with that problem that's, making them feel like they're drowning. So you're not selling people. You're not going door to door. You're not calling up people. You're not doing any of that. You are really just being there for them when they need you most. And there's no sale in that. So let's talk building an income. This is my personal income. This is also in American currency, and that makes it, for Canadian coaches, it makes it look a little bit different. But in month 1, retail commission of $40. That's what I made in my first month. I became a coach at the beginning of January. I didn't start coaching until the end of January. So for 1 week, I made $40. These are weekly pays, by the way. So in 1 week, I made $40 in month 1. In month 2, I had made $134, again in American. for 1 week. Then you look at month 6, I was making $336 a week. It shows you, it's starting to show you the Canadian conversion. So I made $370 Canadian for 1 week. And then in month 9, I made $563.14 in 1 week. So, this was back in September, was my month 9. I most recently just made, being completely honest and truthful about everything, I made just over $800 in 1 week, just from helping people. Nothing had changed, just me being consistent, me being there, me helping people change their lives. And that's a direct reflection of my income, is just helping people. So when you are invested in helping people, you can see growth in your business. And again, these are all weekly, because you're paid weekly incomes or checks. So, obviously this is all based on my efforts. Nobody, like any business, nobody is telling me when to get up, when to work, how much to work, what to do. Nobody's telling you that. I have, been given all the resources. I have been given everything that I need to make this business work. And it's up to me to put that into, play here. So there's no guarantee, but if you work, and as you can see, if you work, you're more than able to make an income that can make a difference. And for me, when I look at this and I think, okay, let's say that you made just $40 a week for your first 2 months. Okay, that's $40 extra a week. That's me going to get my nails done every week, and I didn't even have to do anything. I just got to help people and work on my journey. That's pretty cool, to not have to pay out of pocket. That's me being able to, every other week go out for dinner with my husband. $134 every week just for helping people. Again, like what can these small amounts in the beginning do for your life? What can they change? What can they, add? Maybe you have small debts that you could start to pay off. Maybe it's just that you want to save for a family trip. Maybe, it is just wanting to go out and do something nice for yourself, or go out with your husband, or whatever. You can do that and not have to worry, because it's just extra income. So again, completely based on your efforts and what you do with what you're given. But the proof is here. If you do the work and you are willing to put in the time and take what is given to you, you can be successful. So, okay. Now, what if I started this whole thing last January and I didn't make $1? Let's say, 14 months ago, I literally was like, wow, I didn't do anything. I just, I bought a challenge pack and I didn't make any money. Okay. What's the worst case scenario? Okay. So the worst case scenario is you are going to do the following. You're going to be, put into a team page where you're going to meet tons of other women on the exact same journey, doing the exact same things, and you're going to connect with them. You're going to make friends and be able to, create lifelong friendships from that. People that are going to motivate you and inspire you. And then because you bought a challenge pack, because you invested in your health, because you took that time and, picked out a program that you really felt like was going to change your life, well, now you're focusing on you. So you're going to get a transformation and you're going to get your life changed, all because you decided to make an investment. And the biggest thing, and this is always, a big thing for me because I have anxiety, is you're going to face your fears. What's the worst that could happen? You're going to change your life? I mean, really, what thing can you say that you're going to do, and the worst case scenario is that it's going to change your life? I don't know very many things that I can be like, yeah, if I do this, the worst thing that could happen is my life could be better. I mean, that's not really worst case scenario, is it? No. I mean, really, no, it's not. So you're going to face your fears. You're going to get to do things that you didn't do before. You're going to get to be a part of something that maybe you're afraid of. Maybe, you have something holding you back. Maybe you're afraid of failure. Maybe you're afraid of doing something different. Maybe you're afraid of it being unconventional. But you know what? Your life is in your hands, and we only live once. We only have one shot at this. And for me, I'm going to make that the best life that I have because I don't get a second chance. And I will do anything to every day wake up and do something that scares me. And sometimes for me, that's walking down the hall without the light on because I'm petrified of the dark. But you know what? I probably wouldn't have done some of those things if it wasn't for coaching, because I didn't have that power, that strength inside me that I have now, because I have met all these people that show me that it's possible to do things that are scary, and it's not going to kill me. It's going to make me stronger. So what's the worst that could happen? There really is no worst that could happen. It's just maybe you only change your life, and that's a pretty cool thing. So what are your choices? Maybe you're sitting there like, maybe this could be a cool thing. Maybe you're in a challenge group right now. Maybe you've done a program before. Maybe you're drinking Shakeology right now and you're like, okay, so what is in this for me if I don't want to build a business? Well, you can really just, like a Costco membership, you can be a discount coach and do nothing, just reap the benefits of getting a 25% discount. So if you decide, hey, that new program that's coming out looks really cool, well, you just save 25% just because you're a discount coach. And let's say you drink Shakeology every day and you're like, you know what, this stuff is really good and it's really helped me, and I don't like paying full price for anything. Well, then don't pay full price, because I don't want you to. I want you to save money. So you're going to save $23 a month just by deciding to be a discount coach. And who doesn't like to save money? And maybe you have a full-time job. Maybe you love your full-time job. Maybe it's just not in the cards right now, or you're maybe not thinking of being, a full-on business builder coach full-time, be at home. Okay, so you might just like to have a little bit of extra money every once in a while. That's okay. You can be a hobby coach. You're not obligated to work any number of hours. You're not obligated to do anything. This is all up to you. And maybe you want to be a business builder. Maybe you're sitting here right now and you're like, you know what? I want to jump in with both feet and see where this takes me in a year. And every month I say to myself, and I have since the beginning, let me see where I am in a year. Let me see where this takes me in 1 year. And even now I'm like, okay, let's see where I am in a year. Because being a business builder, I just want to see growth. I want to see where my life can go, and I'm willing to put in the effort to get to wherever it is that I want to go. So if you're sitting there and you're like, you know what, I want to make this my full-time job one day. I want to be able to travel when I want. I don't want to have to work a Monday to Friday. I want to be able to, work my own hours and do my own thing and whatever. Then maybe you're the business builder. But you can be, you can even be in between. You can be a discount coach that kind of talks to people about it. You can be a hobby coach that's kind of maybe a business builder. You can be whatever you want to be in this business. You don't have to fit into any mold. You don't have to, follow any particular hour guidelines or, sale guidelines. There's no minimum sales. There's no minimum nothing. You make the rules. It is your business. 100% it is your business. So you have, tons of options, tons of choices. And again, you could just save money on programs and an awesome superfood shake, which is kind of cool. Now, in our team, what will you get? So, obviously you want to know, okay, so let's say I become a coach, then what? What happens? Well, you don't just get left out to dry. We do weekly team calls, like I was saying. So we, like today, we literally get together just like this and we chat. We pick a topic, we go over it, and then we have Q&As and we just talk. We just have fun, we hang out. We have different trainings on social media, what social media is, how to expand our markets, how to work our business through social media. We have different team trainings in group format. We do one-on-ones. So if you are struggling with something, you can jump on a call and literally just talk to whoever it is that your coach is. You're not left out to dry. We have access to tons of trainings, tons of stuff that are going to only push your business forward as long as you put them in play. So you can know that by joining as a coach and jumping into the opportunity, that you're going to be given all the tools that you need for success. Everything that you need will be literally handed to you on a silver platter. You just have to take it and run with it. And even then, you're not left out to dry. You are constantly able to post in our team pages and talk to us and ask questions and look forward to laughs and fun every Wednesday and just hang out. So that's what our team has to offer you when becoming a coach. So, okay, now, what do you do if you're sitting there? And I remember even now I get like really excited about the opportunity. So I would be that person that was like, oh my God, okay, I have to message the person that invited me here and I have to talk to them about what I can do. So maybe you're that person. Maybe you're really excited just like I was and you just want to like jump in. So message whoever it was that got you to this point, whoever invited you right here, message them and ask them how to get started and talk to them about your options. Talk to them about, maybe there's a program that you want to get started with. Maybe there's, maybe you're in a challenge group already, so you can talk about how to get started that way. Ask questions and they can help you get through the sign-up process. And then you're going to get into a team training. You're going to get into a new coach training. And then after that, when you've done the coach training, you're going to be able to not have to go out and, be a coach all by yourself. You're going to be able to have the opportunity to be an apprentice coach and have somebody that's your coach that has your back as you go through and help other people. You're going to be able to add people to their group and have them as your support so that you can learn and it's not so scary. You're not just thrown in and expected to swim. You get as much support as you need throughout the entirety of the journey. So that is all I've got for you guys. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen, first of all. And then you guys can, oh, I'm echoing.